recording started.
Okay,
Bullshit.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, finally we are back with Showcase of Nations, and when we last left off, the party was investigating a minor disturbance, let's say. There were a number of things going on. The party smelled a rat, and we have ventured into the sewers
No,
to
not that
find.
rat.
Ha 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 ha. The party has ventured into the sewers to find what they hoped was a hideout for the ISC and whatever business these guys were getting up to. Unfortunately, since during her reconnaissance, Hinako was found out, and the hideout has hence been abandoned. So as it stands, you five are standing in the middle of what seems to be an evacuated hideout. There are a few scattered papers here and there across tables, a couple upended chairs, maybe signaling whoever was in here left in a very, very large hurry. And you pretty much have the run of the place.
If they left in a hurry, they could have easily left something important behind.
Wasn't there a note?
As for the video, considering we don't have any new maps, it's still on the old party map, so whatever.
So
Most important is the
check around,
text.
see if they left something behind first. This includes traps.
Yes, traps.
I will detect match.
Didn't you do
Leona
that
detects
last
magic.
time? Didn't you do that
She
last
doesn't-
time we got in here?
I don't remember. It's been a while. Okay. If we haven't detected magic, Leona detects magic.
There is a detect magic as one of the last things we've done in the last session. Well, it's
Oh,
a
okay.
perception
Yeah,
and a silence.
I likely detected magic then.
I
No,
think
there was a
I
message
think the
left for.
perception and silence are from trying to approach.
Silence was the opening the door, which may or may not be very rusty and squeaky. And the perception was me seeing if there were any traps around. I kind of failed, but hey, we did find a letter addressed to me, kind of.
Leona, I believe I gave you a very cursory detect magic. I'm going to eventually stutter because I hear my voice getting looped again. And never mind. Oh shit! No more disk space. Delete Windows.
Yeah, sure, totally. Let's do it.
Just delete system 32 to free up some space.
Okay.
You don't need it.
Leona, you after focusing a bit more, you do detect a faint hint of illusion magic around the note.
Interesting.
I believe we did already read the note.
Let's go ahead and read it again because some of us don't
I don't
remember
remember
this.
Something about addressing to the friend, because, well, the rats are their friends, so they're mostly addressing me. And that they kind of just left in a hurry, basically. I don't know exact specifics anymore.
There is a bit of a loop on this note.
Very helpful.
She could tell you more. I don't actually know that much about magic, to be perfectly honest. I know it works, I know how to make it work for me, but I don't, I'm not schooled in the arcane arts or anything.
Allow me to check it out then. You guys did hear me with my voice change on, right?
Yeah, we heard you loud and clear.
Okay,
Right,
so
Leona will hand the note over to Hinoko.
Hinoko will do a spellcraft check to see what kind of magic it is. I believe that's how that works.
As I meant, I did mention it was illusion magic. I was not aware that Leona would not know what illusion magic is, but you do.
Like she knows what illusion magic is. She just couldn't tell what kind of thing. Is it a magic item? Is it a residual spell? She doesn't know.
You are really good at asking questions I'm not prepared to answer. I don't know how to answer this.
Just say the roll isn't good enough then.
To speed it up, it's probably a spell.
Thank you. Why can't you just say that?
It's some kind of illusion spell. Yes.
Why did you ask that?
It does matter for which check it is. Spellcraft or Knowledge Arcana.
Well, yeah, but yeah. Never mind. Sir, your question was silly and redundant. I don't want you to do it again.
Okay, understood. I'll return to the Department of Redundancy Department.
It appears this magic is magic.
Is there anything besides the note our search turns up? Or has no one actually rolled perception yet?
I did,
I'm
but I
being
was
polite
12.
and waiting for him to say, "Hey, roll perception."
I think
Sorry.
we can see
Sorry.
that this room looks like room.
Yes, Devin, you do observe that this room has 4 walls.
I was being polite rather than saying, "Hey, I roll a check."
I rolled a perception when we entered the room already, and it was 12, so...
Norvin, as for you, on top of the table, you do see a small alchemical vial.
Okay. And we do have the alchemist with us, right?
Yes, I am here, but I'm not caring about their lively work. So I'm not paying attention to them. So if they want to know something, they have to tell me about it.
Found something you might be interested in, or maybe it's nothing. I don't know.
What is this thing you're holding in front of me?
I'm leaving it on the table. I'm not touching it before I know what it is.
The thing he is leaving on the table, light, if you come over to examine it, is a glass vial, and inside there are a few to be there a blah blah blah. There are a few. Speak, Redfern.
Words.
There appears to be a few flecks of white paint inside of it.
Okay. Let's see here.
For all I know, it's unleashing like toxic gases or something. I don't know.
I think I need. I don't know if I need to do an appraise or alchemy. I think it's
I think
appraise.
Appraise is for gems and paintings
Shiny.
and stuff.
You may do no alchemy, yeah.
This doesn't show a knowledge alchemy. There is no
Craft
option for me.
alchemy. There's craft alchemy. That would be the check I believe you're referring to. While or red.
What?
Yes, that would craft alchemy would be
He
the
just
check.
said
I
the
think
wrong name.
Yeah, I did.
We're all very loopy today, aren't we?
Just a little bit.
Loopy.
Okay, well
Loopy,
here I
loop,
go.
loop.
I'm gonna.
Yeah, go.
Well,
Yeah, go for it.
I have to, or I'm using my phone. If anyone ever wondered, so answering and replying to you guys is a lot harder
I've
than it looks.
Here, I've got you. Bam.
You're still saving money for that trip, right?
27.
Nice.
Yeah. Funny, the alchemist knows about alchemy.
Yeah, it's kind of surprising, isn't it?
Yeah.
And I'm also going to give you a bit of a bonus given the nature of this particular compound. You are well versed in the art of making things go boom, and it turns out you can make quite a lot of things go boom in various different forms. You have plastic explosives, you have gunpowder, you can even include explosive compounds inside of paint.
Hey guys, guess what? This is explosive.
Do not give it
Oh.
to the rat.
Hey,
Whatever
Rat.
you do,
I
don't
do
give it
not
to
want.
Devin.
She gives it a 7. It's fun to shake and watch it bounce around.
Well, other than being an explosive, what is it? Is it just like a explosive liquid you pour on something you want to explode?
It's a paint.
Explosive paint.
Leona, you notice that this paint is dried. Whether or not that's a good thing, I will leave to the scientific method.
Explosive
How
paint.
would we make it explode?
Fire.
I'm guessing it's fire-based.
But also, heat. So if it stays around long enough, maybe it'll explode. I don't know.
Turn sword away from the paint.
Set it on fire. Okay.
Why would they have explosive paint?
I tell you what, because you rolled high. You may also be aware that one very common detonation technique, especially when it comes to stuff like this that doesn't have a particularly obvious or convenient way of setting it off. Every once in a while, you will see people mix powderized mana crystal into the compound, which in turn could lead to remote booms.
This also
Magically,
can be exploded remotely.
it's a magically triggered explosive paint.
Yeah.
What
That's
a-
what.
Nice
There's a
issue.
lot of things that people do with a lot of different items around here, especially with magic being so prudent. Anyway.
Are you
Is there-
And
okay?
it didn't detect as magical.
No, it's this substance I assume is reacts to magic, but it isn't itself magic. That would make sense.
You're cutting out a lot, Gold.
Yeah.
Hold up. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
It uses a
seems better.
magical trigger. It itself is not magical, but I don't like it. Anyway,
Why?
Are you
magic
final kid?
sucks. Magic makes my business hard.
Ah.
Isn't
Okay.
alchemy sort of
If you say alchemy is magic, I'm going to slap your princessy face.
enough?
No,
I'm just. Never mind. You know more
it
about
looks
this than I
really
do.
close to it, and we do mimic magic a lot, but it's not magic. Not.
I understand.
So, this is combustible. We should probably keep it away from fire. Yes.
Yeah, but
Yes.
Thibin, you can hold it.
No!
Absolutely not!
No, no, no. Itheman is learning etiquette.
Good, good. So when someone offers you explosives, what do you say?
Oh, thank you. And wait, what in the situation if I am required to get explosive away from enemy?
Use something known as common sense.
I don't think they have that.
Before the worst case happens, I would like to remind the audience that you are underground by about 20 or 30 feet.
E. Uh,
Anyway, what's a likely thing to have been painted recently?
And how
And
big
painted
would the
white from the
explosion
looks.
be? Anything from a tiny pop to collapsing the ceiling on us.
To answer
Racetracks.
what? To answer Wild's question. You don't know offhand, especially not without analyzing the actual compound. And as for the person who asked, what are things that would have been painted most recently?
That's something I would have asked the princess, not specifically to you.
Oh, sorry.
All right. Let me think.
Or rather, the group in general. Because I have an idea. Like a race road, for example.
Yeah, that would be
Yes, because
an issue.
what
Would there be anything down at like the track that would be painted recently?
white streaks, yellow streaks?
The road.
The road.
Right, they would paint the road fresh before every race,
Cars,
wouldn't they?
maybe.
No. Do we?
I'm thinking the road.
Road,
I'm-
definitely the road.
Let's just go to
Given
the town
given
hall and
Leon-
ask
yeah.
people what might have been painted recently.
Yeah, given the color, does it match like the track, the color of what we paint on the track?
It was white, wasn't it?
It was. It was white. So
Yeah.
every track has a strip of white paint along the sides to delineate track limits, and furthermore, there's also curbs and rumble strips on the outside to help with cornering.
Alright, if they paint it, if the paint on the side of the track, voice changer,
if the paint on the side of the track was all replaced with this compound, how much damage done?
Depends
I
on
would-
the size of the track, right? And also depends on how they got that in there in the first place. Don't they have a whole system?
I mean, there's some things, but I don't think they check the paint for explosives.
And besides that, they'd have to make a lot of this paint. Even if they don't check it for explosives, still the fact that they were able to get it to the place in the first place. Isn't that more of a serious question?
It is definitely a question worth asking how they were able to
But we don't
that.
know. We haven't confirmed if they actually are using the paint for that purpose either. This is
That is
assumption.
correct. This is indeed.
There is also inquiry and fact that there might be multiple buildings that may have been painted with said explosive paint. And as for why it could or how it could enter racetracks and or other locations, this could have been made by my people.
Well,
Considering
there's
they
also
were a part of the conversation that has happened here.
well, to put it out here. They've obviously used this paint already, so if it can't be the freshly painted track.
Does this place happen to be painted white?
If it is, we're fucking leaving.
You'll be relieved to hear that the walls of this room are cobblestone gray, unpainted.
Fantastic.
What about the table?
I, Theban, would know, for I have looked at these walls very well.
The table, however, is a lovely shade of off-white. Kaboom.
Oh shit!
But seriously, okay, and Candor, you have nothing to worry about.
Alright. At this
Cool.
immediate moment. Anyway. I believe we should follow I'd's suggestion and tell people.
Wasn't that my suggestion? Oh well,
No,
whatever.
that was her suggestion.
Doesn't mind.
Totally was her.
Whoever suggestion it was. We should tell the city council and such.
We should tell people of importance. Let us move. And speak as we move, if anything.
Yeah,
Indeed.
let's walk and talk.
We
Timber
shall
away.
He's been
head.
neglecting that issue.
I
We
will
shall
just.
head.
I would like to very briefly remind the party that there is some illusion magic on the note.
There is some illusion magic on the note.
Does
We did
anyone have any
Check
kind
to
of?
see if we know what it does. I don't think we got an answer.
Yeah, we haven't been able to sort out what it does.
Is there some kind of? Is anyone that has dispel magic? Because I certainly don't.
Tibin, you're the most schooled in the arcane art. Here, I
Schooled,
think.
quote unquote.
Schooled.
Hey, now I did in fact
He
go
is
to
the
an academy.
only one here who has actually gone to a legitimate academy for the magical arts. Might be a Shertikuan academy, but it was an academy.
Thibin is classically trained.
So, to answer your question, I, Thibin, do not have Dispel yet. However, might be able to work through this illusion magic regardless, if I am given the time. Yes.
All right, well, here you go.
Leona hands her the note.
I don't think that's what I should apply, but
It's literally just
I was
reading.
gonna say, I don't think
magically
that's what
closed
that
books.
does.
That
and
is
stuff.
not what that does. That is for reading magical scrolls without having to make a check.
okay.
I mean, it might do something. We don't know. It's a note with magic.
Dungeon Meister.
Worth a shot, I guess.
This isn't quite what I visualized, but Thibin, I'm gonna have to DM you.
All right.
Here you are.
Certainly not the first thing that Hinako would have thought of, because he does have the ability to use that spell, read magic, anti-tag magic. But she didn't seem it useful, and considering someone else already used detect magic. But oh well.
Thibin likes to craft books, so this is sometimes very convenient for that.
I can imagine.
Ah, yes. Death metal Hasuni Miku.
What?
What?
I'll link it because why not?
There we are.
My girlfriend called me because she said, "Hey, what are you doing?" I replied,
I mean, the floor, I mean, D&D?
"No, we're doing Pathfinder."
Alright. I am not going to play that at this moment, or that would be on the recording.
Mama
Wow.
Sheba Jeeb.
I, Thibin, can only partially read it. Yes.
What does
you
it say?
guys notice they've been intently staring at staring at the note like it's just almost making contact with her nose.
Say, Thibin, if you move your face away a little bit, maybe you could read it better.
That's
Or
not
should
how
she get
this.
glasses?
You know what? Yes, may as well entertain you. Yes.
You know that one meme with that one meme with Edgar Allan Poe in the note.
Ah,
I think I missed that.
From what I can gather, it says something of Black Rock Federal cell number 4B25.
Who's trained in no geography?
Leona.
We have
Oh,
local.
wait, no, never mind. Never mind. No, I'm not trained in no geography. Only local.
Yeah. I said that, and then immediately went, wait, no, this is absolutely a local thing.
All right.
I know local.
18.
17.
13.
This one goes to Norvin because he is a man of the law. One moment.
Honestly, I should know geography because of my training, but I don't. Guess I wasn't paying much attention to the geography on my training.
Yes, geography classes.
Wasn't classes, just training. Mostly survival training, so yeah.
That could be considered classes.
So what did it say again?
Yeah.
Black Rock cell number whatever?
4B25.
Well, that's like the big ultra secure prison.
Is
Anyone
that where
happen to know who's there? Any good guesses?
Things we should probably ask.
That free.
What was the name of their leader?
Didn't they already take him out at when he was being transferred?
I mean, maybe
Yeah.
there's a note about that. Maybe this is just leftovers. You know, we are looking at their leftover scraps. We are getting sloppy seconds.
Actually, this one was specifically made towards me, I believe.
Huh. Maybe it's someone of relevance that you might know of.
Not me.
Leona's refreshment. You are thinking of the big boss Drukovich.
Interesting.
Yeah, where was he being transferred from and to, or do we not actually know?
I don't think you actually learned that.
Fantastic.
We'll have to ask Mr. Rainey.
So how about that walking and talking thing? Were we actually walking and talking, or?
That's a good question. Did we just
Now
stand
we
here
will.
because we had a piece of paper we were very interested in? I don't think we left with the paper.
We made a couple skill checks. That doesn't take much actual time.
You guys can be on the way to wherever you're on the way to.
Well, I is getting on his tumor and he is flying away.
Just gone.
What a sense.
Going.
I sure hope he's smacking into the roof because we're still in the sewers.
No, he just finds a part where the ladder is and just kind of like flies up.
Okay, Mary Poppins.
Sure, you hit your head on the top of the storm drain.
Well, you know, there's a thing called the thing can fly, and it can stop when it sees an obstacle in its way.
But does
You
it?
said you were going up, so
I said I was going up, but did I say indefinite? That you're saying that I would end up going up into space if the thing was open.
So
Come on
fighting
now.
against
I always I always imagine something like this happening whenever I get to ride.
I mean, there is clouds. He's not gonna fly up to clouds unless he's really, really thirsty.
No, I mean something like this.
Oh dear.
if you
Hold
put
up.
two small dogs a large distance apart, they can function as a single giant dog. Away! It's important to note that while the effective size of the dog can be arbitrarily large, it's not any more of a good dog than the two original dogs.
Right. WTFs all around.
Two
Way!
dogs separated on opposite sides of the planet.
That's how we defeat Cthulhu.
That's a good
Yeah.
planet.
The biggest dog.
The goodest of boys.
I mean, isn't technically
not time, but
The
always two
goodness of
dogs
the
some
dog is
far
not the
distance
goodness
away?
of the dog is not any more than the two original dogs.
Physics jokes are fun. Where are? Oh, whoops! I did not mean to do that. There we go. Oh God, I didn't
What?
mean to do that either. Oh, hold on. At some point, I closed my game window.
What?
Ta-da!
I did kind of notice, but I wasn't sure if you were doing something.
I was definitely doing something. Exactly what, I have no goddamn clue, but I definitely did something. Okay,
Well,
let's try this again. Where are you guys off to?
I believe the city hall is where we would find Mr. Rainey.
I believe that's
The
where
city,
we went.
the city hall is where you would find Mr. Rainey. Do you have an appointment?
Ah, I have
Let's
No,
shoot
an
again.
but we
inquiring
do-
question.
We have vital information regarding a potential plot to blow up something, so I believe he will make an exception.
Maybe we should head to the head guard instead. The one we had
You know what? Yeah, we met.
thing with
Had a-
The actual security people.
Yeah, let's head to security people.
While you guys are heading to security, people, I is going to go to his lab and going to ignore all of you because he's not interested.
Where is Ide's lab in Sador? Come to think of it.
Well, that's the last place you guys put him as a home, his room. He has the portable one.
Yes, good to know. For a minute, for a minute, I thought his lab was still in the paddock, and I was like, oh, that's gonna be fun.
I was imagining him just stepping into his tumor, and that's where the lab is somehow. Because physics.
Look, man, I'm not going that far. Eventually, yes, I'm going to try to do some weird shit with the tumor, further than I'm already doing. But that's not one. Okay, maybe later. But no.
Please, phrasing.
What?
Are you
I
suggesting
want-
that you can make a tumor car?
Yes, tumor car.
The tumor
I mean,
mobile.
the tumor will eventually be able to get bigger.
Please don't.
That's terrible. That's not alarming.
I
Heck,
mean,
can-
technically, I could already make him bigger.
The
I mean, technically, I
tumor
can
will
turn it
get
into a full-on
bigger.
angel.
Leona,
Oh, no, I can't.
flamethrower
It's not
magically
in-
manifests in your inventory.
What? What magically manifests in my inventory?
Flamethrower.
You know what to do.
Oh,
Kill it
The
with fire.
tumor will get bigger.
And it will also become this. Technically, if I do it right, it can be in the form of an angel.
what the fuck?
What?
I don't think you can take and prove familiar with a
Yes, you
tumor.
can.
familiar.
Yes,
Can.
it can. Can.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can.
No,
Are
you
you saying
can't.
no? Are you saying no? You can't, or is DM or
I
This
DM
is
didn't.
the
saying
memes.
no?
This is the
Yeah.
memes.
Yeah.
Is
Okay.
the DM saying
So
that because he doesn't want the idea of a giant
No,
tumor?
it's the meme. It's the no, you can't. Yes, I
The
can. No, you can't. Yes, I
prerequisites for improved familiar are the ability to acquire a new familiar, which can be waived by just like upgrading the existing one. That seems reusable. Compatible alignment and sufficiently high level. I do not believe you have compatible alignment.
What is compatible alignment?
Means you have to have the same alignment as whatever you're trying to make your familiar.
There you go.
Okay, so you can't unless Ide has a few changes of heart. He's not getting an angel familiar.
There are
I-
some that say within one step of whatever, neutral or chaotic good or
oh
chaotic neutral,
oh
but none of
oh
those are angels.
I already has an angel familiar. That's you, Leona.
Aww.
Now all he
Oh,
has to do is make you into a tumor.
No.
Ew.
Ah, yes.
Am I going to
tumor
shoot
SMR.
I first?
I don't know.
Before you before
Okay.
before you even have a chance to chance to ponder that, you arrive at the city hall security office.
Ah, I do have an inquiry.
Ye-
Am
Yes,
I
Devin.
am I been allowed within 50 feet of this building?
put your darn hat on.
I think they'd be considering where they would take you if you did something stupid. I think they would be all right
No.
with your presence there.
You've done something. We're taking you to prison. You're not allowed within 50 feet of prison. That's more prison time for you.
Right.
This isn't a they have a legal system that makes sense.
Off to
Lawful evil.
off to the side. There's a guard that just very slowly lowers his newspaper and then just raises it back up.
I'm
Right.
just going to put on my hat and just be careful of the public.
Lawful evil.
You know what the fun part is? You do have your hat, which changes your outward appearance, but I believe you also had a magical derivative of a leg band thing. What's that called? Attraction movement, or was that not a thing?
The location anklet.
Yeah, that.
I do in fact have this.
That's not something you can change with your appearances.
I can't change it, but I can still change my appearance.
Just like cover it up with pant legs.
Yeah, but at least the guard will still know that you might may or may not be, something to watch out for. Well, the guards not, but the people that go about.
Besides, don't they have their ankle bracelet that like they can track you?
Yep. They've been is still under. Well, it's not really.
Arrest.
It's not really house arrest. City arrest.
Makes sense. Right. Leona will lead the way into the building to try and find someone who she should talk to about this stuff. The head security fellow, I believe, we met one time.
Yes, you have met one time. It didn't really work out.
There was a lot of gun last time we met, and then there was that stupid situation with the rat and the bomb.
And his eyes narrow in your direction, Leona, as you try to come in.
Did
Leona ever get his name? Or at least his title?
I certainly didn't.
He's Rainey's head of security, and presumably the police commissioner around here. Let's call him Lawson.
Commissioner Lawson.
Awesome.
The van was either going to become a lawyer, a policeman, or a paladin. One of the three. With a name
Or
like
medicine.
that.
Nah, could
Anyway.
just be lawful.
Commissioner Lawson, we've uncovered some rather alarming information regarding the ISC.
Is
Have
this
you?
something we have to bring to you, or should we notify
Ooh.
the higher ups first? I don't know. Just being another voice of confusion.
Bring it to Lawson. Yes, bring it to Lawson. We should bring it to Rainy. Lawson is capable.
I have no idea what Gold is trying to say.
Yeah,
Keeps it
Gold.
Yeah,
Gold.
cutting out a lot.
Gold. Whatever cat is hammering your mute key, please remove it and speak again.
Alright. Whatever. We'll take this to Mr. Lawson. Then, if he believes we should take it to Rainy, we can do that. He's capable. The chief, he's the commissioner, for goodness sake.
Do not forget I also have paper.
Right. Paper. We
Magic.
locate Mr. Lawson, we located a ISP hideout, and we found several articles within which are alarming. And primary one is this.
And Leona will present Mr. Lawson with the vial of paint.
Didn't I
I
take that?
So you removed evidence.
Leona looks like she's about to scream. Yes.
The guys are aware of our movements, and they left that behind. We need to
He's
hurry
aware
up,
of Sidon's
or they will
movements, not the rest.
do whatever plans they have.
Regardless, Enoko is correct. We have verified with the alchemist side is that this is an explosive compound mixed in with paint, which can be triggered via magic remote. To apologize, sir, I am operating in Merenhof, where
Can Gold
I
go get the turkey or something?
Yeah, Gold, you need the turkey, dude.
Alright. The internet
What's this about a turkey?
should be fine. I think it's like too.
So it is very widely known around his household that the internet router is attached to the turkey.
Oh, that story. I believe we talked about that last time as well.
Time to gobble.
Gobble gobble nay.
I believe it is.
Does the turkey have metal implants or something?
No.
It was just in the background a couple times.
The turkey does not have any. The turkey does not have any metal implants. He is merely the keeper of the Wi-Fi router.
Huh.
There's a train.
They come for me.
The
We
turkey's
know.
on it.
I stole Gold's internet.
You know, it could be the spirit of the turkey trying to attack. That's probably why I lost my fucking
Well-
ability to actually do stuff for half an hour.
No,
Hey,
that was
did-
Gold.
Is
I-
Darkness's
I-
internet still acting up, or did he fix that?
I did. Okay. Is this better now?
Yeah.
So
Okay.
Seems to
far-
be for the time being.
If you do a
All
full
right.
sentence with a bit of extra paragraph, we can test it to see if it's working.
Read the first chapter of Moby Dick.
The first chapter of Moby Dick. All right, let me look that up.
Also,
The
what did you say,
first
Best?
chapter. Oh,
Is Darkness fixed? He fixed his laptop and
Don't
everything.
Google
Are
that first chapter of Moby Dick. Moby Dick chapter 1.
Call me Ishmael. Some years ago, never mind how long precisely, having little or no money in my purse and nothing particular to interest me on shore, I thought I would
Seems
sail
fine.
about.
It's
Okay.
working.
Now
It
do
seems
it with
appropriately
the voice
working.
on, because I wonder if it's the voice modification.
Yeah.
So
All right. Now we'll do Leona reading the first chapter of Moby Dick.
Do Leona doing a Sean Connery impression.
Call me Ishmael. Some years ago.
It's voice
Never.
mod.
It's voice mod.
It does
Don't
appear
use
to be
voice
voice
mod.
mod.
like it's cutting you out for some reason.
Don't use
Voice
voice
mod. Hold on. Let me try something.
Just
Also,
don't
to
use
answer your
voice
question,
mod.
Best, he's not available today.
He as I understand, he kind of burned himself out this week. This week with work, so unfortunately, you'll need to pop by next session.
Yeah, he also
I
wanted to work on
bel-
his character more to make sure it's actually proper and stable.
Oh
I
yeah.
believe I have fixed it. It should be perfectly functional now.
Yeah, now we can hear you fully clearly with that voice mod for some reason.
With voice. Yeah, I just had to change the microphone settings.
Ah,
On
that's
voice
probably
mod.
the reason why.
Let me guess, sensitivity was too low.
Yep, sensitivity was too low.
That's weird.
Or too high, depending on how you see it.
Get off of my screen, Lucifer copycat. Only I pay attention to actual Lucifer.
What?
Anyway, so we have
What?
just
Wait, what?
told the
No,
we
go
have
back.
just told
What? Lucifer?
we just told moving on. We have just told the chief commissioner that we removed evidence like the fucking idiots we are.
We
Leona specifically.
Admittedly, if we left it there, it could have been picked up by someone else.
We could have left someone to watch the site.
A site of a possibly dangerous criminal organization, which may or may not come back to it. That would be
We
appropriate.
could send one. We could have sent one. We could have sent one.
One person off to go get the police.
Yeah, things we haven't thought through. Anyway,
And in any case, it's paint explosive.
What was that, Sibin?
Any case, paint is explosive.
Yes, the paint is explosive.
Don't drink it.
what?
Sibin, people don't normally drink paint, explosive or otherwise.
Exactly, which is why you should not drink paint in the first place. It's toxic.
I mean,
I digress. We digress.
Lawson will pick up the vial and give it a examination.
There's also something else.
Yes, Sibin, please show him the illusion. Urgent note.
I
I
was
mean,
able to
that's
slightly discern from it. However, it needs to be properly examined, and hopefully dispel the illusion itself on paper.
Okay, and what exactly does it read?
From what I was able to get, was the words of BlackRock Federal, cell number 4B25.
Lawson's eyebrow goes up a little.
Is that significant, sir?
That that sounds like, if I remember correctly, that is Nelson Drugovich's old cell.
Drugovich being the leader of the IFC?
Good job, Leona. A plus.
You remembered a thing that happened today.
So. If we dispel this, could we just see if it has more information, such as on how they were able to do the successful escape of him?
also, have you guys checked his cell then? Considering apparently there's still something of significance there.
Or it could be just
A wild goose
taunt.
chase, a red herring, a taunt, indeed, it could be. Or
Boy,
it's a way of giving away who was behind the door when we heard him.
I don't think they're idiots. So they wouldn't give us information for free. Right?
They seem alarmingly competent.
Either this is old and they were going to take credit anyway.
They do tend to be very well coordinated. I'm not sure if they would just leave you their plans on what's effectively a scrap of paper.
It is illusion. Perhaps there's division within the IFC?
They could easily just get a new piece of paper.
So, can we get someone to dispel this, so that way we can figure out what else it says?
I suppose.
One moment, gonna close the door. Be back in a minute.
I suppose I could hand it over.
Leon will hand the paper over. Or try to get Thibin to do it, depending on who has it.
I have it, yes.
And who happens to be holding it?
Thibin hands it over to Lawson, which I almost called Lawson.
Oh God. And the reason I was waiting for Thibin to say that, because I didn't know if Lawson would go to grab it and Thibin would just kind of hold on to it, just.
There you go, sir. Lawson.
And he, let me back up.
Mr. Lawson Thibin.
Commissioner Lawson, whoever you are.
Sorry.
Was a commissioner.
And he'll go and he will vanish into the back room for a moment.
A commissioner, Thibin, is basically the person in charge of the city guard, maintaining law and order, the police force, as it were.
So not like in Shutiku and Empire, where guards are controlled by the technocracy.
Well, like directly by the technocrats?
Higher ups, yes.
Huh. No, there's a system in place, at least in Skador and to some degree in Marinov.
Ah,
Most I mean it's particularly in Skador where the leadership is, I believe Skador has elections, yes? You've spent
C.
more time here than I, Northern, yeah?
C.
You're correct.
sounds a lot less authoritarian.
It is called a democracy or republic, depending on what language you prefer to use.
Definitely a republic, Leona. There are differences.
Right.
A
Well, a
lot less
democratic republic.
controlling.
Very much.
Not a democratic republic. They're not freaking commies.
Wait, so is no, politics are hard. Leona knows them better.
I know there's differences. I don't know what they are off the top of my head,
Democratic
but I
elections
know they're different
of a
things.
republic. Free and fair elections for a republic. Yes, that's the word I'm looking for.
Ah. Particular umpire is technocracy with a council. It changes very
Right.
quickly sometimes, especially when they kill each other.
That is generally frowned upon here.
It's very, very normal in Shurtiquan Empire.
That, I'm honestly not surprised.
But I suppose due to self-conflicts constantly happening, it does help raise the advancements of some technologies. It's strange. Then again, trying to figure out the best type of poison to take out your adversary? No. Opponent. Sometimes does help advance things far quicker than trying to fight them in a word battle.
Debate, Fibbin.
Ah, that thing.
Right then. Where in the world did I get off to?
You left ages ago.
Leona, you can hear you can hear a crackle of thunder from outside and a very, very faint mwahaha.
I don't mwahaha. Thank you very much.
Okay,
Voice
what do you?
inside.
Okay, then what do you do?
I just casually make thinking an explosion happen. Okay.
Well, clearly the mwahaha is a side effect of something you're doing.
Okay, maybe. That's valid.
It's not wahaha, it's waha.
I guffaw in the best of ways.
It's Wario.
Okay, what the hell did I come back to? Anyway,
Leona pondered out loud, "What is I up to?" And then a fire truck went past.
Oh, God.
that's totally not a bad premonition. Anyway, I was a couple of minutes long because body said, "Fuck you, you need to take a piss now," and then I also found out that my washing machine was done, so I had to throw my washer in the dryer. So everything took a little longer than I expected. Anyway, doors closed. Less noise.
So, we're just standing here now waiting for that paper. Yes.
We are waiting.
We are waiting for the commissioner to. Yes, I presume he has a mage on staff who he is having analyze the paper. It might take a little bit.
You can hear some muffled discussion from behind the door.
Do we just arrest them now?
Jeremy has been very quiet. Oh, he's asleep.
Oh, I was about to ask him if he was all right.
Also, did anybody have what's fast healing, by the way?
Fast healing is like regeneration.
Because I get 5 fast healing from my tumor.
What?
Yeah.
What? Oh
No,
yeah,
where does
there's
it
a
say
limit
that?
on them. There's a limit on how much HP it can
No,
restore in a single day.
well, then you heal 5 HP automatically per turn until you
Yes.
reach that limit, I guess.
Yeah, that's how it works. On your turn, at the start of your turn, if you have fast healing,
What's
you
the
heal
limit?
that amount. Like something times is like 5 times his player character level plus his intelligence or something. I don't know. Something like that.
It's a number.
That's an ability.
And
That is certainly an ability.
following that, Lawson steps back out of the door with the note unfurled, and Leona, his visage seems some sort of weird hybrid of confused, distrusting, and just his usual plain stern.
What is it, Commissioner?
Who gave you this note?
We were not given it. We picked it up from a table in a sub room in the sewers. We believed it to have been the ISC hideout. The text initially on it, we believe to have been addressed to Miss Inoko.
Because I was snooping around in the sewers trying to find out where they were. And they noticed me. They are not my senpai.
What
Is it
the
senpai?
fuck is
What?
that? I don't. Some word from her foreign homeland. From her homeland, I assume. I'm not familiar with the tongues there.
You're not familiar with tongue.
The language
Either,
is
either.
Commissioner.
Look, we deciphered this note. Apparently, whoever left you this for any reason wants you to go visit the cell.
What?
Why? Is there any indication as to the reason? Or
A trap is my first thought.
well,
What?
Don't know what sort of trap you could spring in a high security prison.
As I asked before, have you checked the room after the dude was, well, taken back or something?
We haven't had a need to. The moment, besides the moment we catch him, he's probably going straight back.
And maybe that's exactly what they want. Or maybe not.
either way, with your permission, Commissioner, can we investigate the cell?
Maybe have some of your guys there as well to investigate. So that we don't... So that we're on equal terms there.
He's the
Something like
commissioner.
that.
He's in charge in this situation, Hinoko. There isn't equal terms.
I mean equal terms as in that we are not the only ones inspecting that room for whatever reason. I expect that there are some guards or something along to know what
It's a
we're doing in
prison,
there.
Hinoko. There are guards everywhere.
And some of those guards may or may not be on the IC whatever the fuck's
Hinoko!
payroll.
Leona, like,
So, can
motions
we get
her to
permission to go
please
look
hold
over
her
there?
tongue.
Because Yunoko literally in front of the commissioner just said, "Hey, some of your guys might be working for the ISC."
Of course, that's possible, right?
Manners.
Hinako, literally
manners.
everybody in uniform in this room right now is leering at you.
Hinoko, manners. I am confident that Commissioner Lawson has selected his men from the best of the best, and they are all trustworthy.
I will notify the prison that you're arriving.
Thank you, Commissioner. And I do apologize for my bodyguard's lack of tact.
Get out.
Of course, sir.
Once they're outside of the police station,
Hinoko, for God's sake, of course it's a possibility. You don't need to go saying to the commissioner, I think some of your men might be traitors.
I mean, they obviously knew where the guy was going and being transferred to.
He knows that, and it annoys him. You don't need to remind him of that. He's not an idiot.
Oh,
All right, on to the prison then. Let's go. Before we all end up there properly incarcerated. Taxi!
I think a
oh,
taxi
joy,
just
my
goes to
favorite
the.
type of ride.
You really think a taxi would just go to a high security prison?
why not? There's prisoners in there have rights. They have visitation.
Are you sure about that? Also, usually a very high security prison usually only has high security prison transport going there.
I mean, I
Yeah.
think like you could get to the gates or whatever.
Yes.
You just can't actually get. You just can't actually get in.
You can visit the office. The prisoners. To be fair, I don't know how they do it in Skador, but there's a system where prisoners are allowed to see their loved ones, admittedly, from behind bars
Wait,
on certain
That would be a
days.
normal prison, not a high security prison.
wait, you give your prisoners, rights?
Yes. I know it must seem very strange to you, but at least in Marinov, we allow even those who break the law are still protected by it.
I was expecting, wait, you have prisoners. That's a step up.
Capital punishment's the only punishment.
Well, capital punishment as in being used for horrible experiments.
Well, Shutakonan Bar does have some loops that allow things to happen, hence why I self-exiled myself.
Right, yes, the, didn't want to be terribly experimented on thing.
Yes, it's very strange too. Want to transform me into a giant thing.
Very
Let's not
descriptive.
dwell on that. Let's not
Yes.
dwell on that.
Yeah, I still see it. Grind into me.
You just see Thibin kind of staring off into the air, distance, far away.
Leona will like gently pat her on the shoulder. Come, Thibin.
Let's go. Come on. It's all right.
There was 35 of them.
All right. So the cab ride is a cab ride, and and you guys know what a cat bride is like in here.
Yay.
Very
No.
tightly compacted.
And after about 10 minutes of good jostling, you arrive outside of Silverton, near the outskirts, and in front of a magnanimous, huge brick building with very high walls coated on top in what seems to be very prickly wire, and in front of a very tall looming gate with a security booth just outside.
Well then, I believe we're here.
It's even on the surface. All right, on the surface.
We're
Underground rats. Of course they'd have an underground prison.
I mean, everything they have is underground.
I was about to say.
Right then, let's continue on.
That's
Ah,
probably
yes,
why
yes.
he's confused as well.
Leona will make her way up to the front gate and
Say that we've been sent. Mr. Commissioner Lawson sent us. Said we should have said we were coming. And Leona and Tos Miranda.
We know.
And
Yes,
We
yes,
know.
I didn't
That
even
would've been
say my
easier to
title
have,
that
like,
time.
entry papers or something.
Yeah. He didn't give us papers, though. He told us they would know we were coming.
The guard inside checks his log, and what he notices does line up with what you are saying, and he looks the party over. So just the four of you, or
Yeah, I think so. I don't think I'd's coming.
They didn't inform me of anything.
We
Yeah.
Actually, we should go get eyed. They clearly have some alchemical
Just
knowledge.
like
Now
at
that you
the
mention,
gates.
the guard is literally just about to check you, and you're about to go, well, actually.
can we actually say
Leona.
we stop? Can we say we stop by? Can
we say we stopped by wherever I would be on our way here.
There's also the point that Commissioner Lawson only saw us four, so he probably only registered us four.
I mean, he knows about I.
He does know about I.
Doesn't mean he's
Leona,
just gonna
we're
check him
already
out.
here.
Either way, we should stop by Ide and let him know what's up.
I mean, secondly, I would assume that they would just say the princess's entourage.
Yeah. Also, I can say, he's an alchemist. We believe that the ISC is mucking about with alchemical things. We brought him along to, for his expertise.
Yeah, if you guys are entering his room, just know that it's covered in smoke.
Do.
What guys
Yeah.
are you
Maybe we should
doing?
wait for
Uh,
Red to confirm that we're actually going there.
Yeah. Please do.
I almost want to say no until you guys stop screwing the pooch, but for the sake of the story, I will accept this. What is the smoke coming from?
His kitchen, because he was trying to cook.
Cook what?
He was just trying to cook bacon.
Were you trying to cook bacon?
If I said no, would you believe me?
Probably. I don't know what you do in here.
Well, you see, what had happened was I forgot the process of making bacon, but remembered the process to make a highly corrosive chemical. Anyway,
You can make acid, but you can't cook bacon.
I can make bacon.
Hey, not everybody learns to cook.
Recipe. It's a new
I
recipe.
mean, fair.
It's called burnt.
Very well. Would you care to come with us? We've uncovered some information regarding that illusory note that we recovered in the sewers. It seems to indicate that whoever left it for us wants us to go to a particular cell room in, was it Black Rock Prison?
Yes, Black Rock Prison.
We've obtained permission from the chief commissioner and are going to head there now. Given the ISC's been mucking about with alchemical things, your company would be appreciated.
Sounds like a dandy day.
You sound
By the way,
enthusiastic.
so we're going to prison, huh?
We are not.
Yep.
We are going to investigate the prison. You're
Okay,
not
so
going to prison.
We're going to an area called a prison, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Good morning. So, I'm gonna bring something with me. Don't worry about it.
Just
all right. Come on, let's go.
Remember, they might want to check our bags.
Oh, they won't know what it is whenever they see it. Anyway, gonna go.
All right, let's go.
Thibin, Hinako, and Norvin see the alchemist in a lot more sing-song, tap-dancing mood than he usually is.
What did you do?
I set fire to.
What do you mean you set fire?
Bacon. I burnt bacon.
Why are you happy about that?
The fireman
Because
does
I
not know
like
how
fires.
to cook.
So you're not a bad cook, you just like fire, so you made your meal on fire?
Yeah, that's it. That's the reason why I'm happy. No other reason. Let's go. Let's go to the prison.
Okay. So how is you person taxi driver?
Sense motive.
Sense
motive for what?
The oddly happy fireman.
The ugly happy fireman.
The oddly happy fireman.
Happy.
He said ugly?
You know, the oddish.
Yeah, Hinako, you do not know anybody on the face of the earth who for any reason would be ecstatic that they well did their bacon.
Well, I don't particularly know that
Red
many
dragon.
Afrit guys. Oh, what's his face?
Well,
Race.
I mean, to be perfectly fair, he is like 50% fire elemental, or essentially.
He's
So-
crispy, that's what he is.
He's crispy.
Should I call you Crispy Bacon Man from now on?
You know, you guys. Let's go to prison. Let's go, guys. Come on. It's a nice place. You know, it gets quiet. You know, you have time to think. You know, prison.
Prison is quiet.
You sound like you've been there before.
Don't know what you're talking about.
Well, I mean, to be fair, the place you would have been an Ivor Ward, and they'd lock up anybody there.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Thibin, I am very lucky to not have gone to prison.
Right, moving on.
And now the taxi ride happens, and
Yay.
blubbity blubbity blub formidable prison, blubbity blubbity blurk, blubbity blubbity wire, blubbity blubbity security guard.
Right.
All
So
of
yes,
us are present.
us 5.
The guard looks it over. Notices that yes, in fact, this is precisely the amount that the law's been specified. I don't know what you're talking about. And he goes to offer you a few visitor badges, and with the buzzer, the gates begin to slowly swing open.
All right.
Well, we'll follow the prisoner guard in.
If
Once
there's a
in-
prisoner guard to follow,
I will
yes.
casually just walk behind.
No,
Leon.
no, Hinako. This is the one security guard for this Supermax prison.
Yes, totally. It's a magical prison, right?
His name is Joe.
Oh no, he has a name. He's doomed.
Is his clothing red or blue?
His uniform is blue. However, you can tell that he is in his late 70s, and the day after this Friday is going to be the day of his retirement.
Oh no.
No.
Now come along with me, people.
Now,
Right.
this is not so Joe. So Joe takes his cane and he shuffles along, escorting you through the yard of the prison and into the front doors, and you come across a It is a metal archway. Seemingly fits one person, and alongside on the side is a little conveyor belt.
A conveyor belt.
That's awfully high tech.
It's not really. They've had conveyor. It's not really that high tech. They've had conveyor belts when you say conveyor belt, imagine like a length of leather stretched.
Let's not go
between
into
two rollers.
details.
This is just like for weapons.
I mean, it's more high tech than you would expect from any fantasy, but this is the
Steampunk.
arcane punk steampunk thing. So yeah.
Yes.
Let's just go with it.
You can put the weapons and the medals on the ding donger and through the hole, Jack.
All right, we do
Well,
that.
guys, I apparently have a problem. My phone is about to die, and I have no charger.
Oh, for
no.
fuck's sake!
How do you not have
End
a
of session.
charger?
I went on vacation, and my charger was somewhere else.
Run down to the convenience store, I guess.
I can't drive.
I did not say drive down to the convenience store. I said run.
No, I'm not going to run to the convenience store that's several miles away, and I'm in Texas.
Oh. Alright, you're in Texas.
Yeah, fuck that.
I was about to say.
Every battery drains faster in Texas.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yes,
so
Texas,
I
of course
pre-warned
it
you
runs
guys,
fast.
and I'm going to have to let you guys go. Carry on. I's precursor thing is he will do all alchemy checks when needed. Bye.
Very well then.
Well, okay.
Well, that was a necessary intermission then.
Right. So when Thibin hears about put all your weapons onto the
We have
conveyor?
3 spellcasters. I'm not worried about putting my weapons away.
And off
Uh,
we go. And off we go to Tequila's.
I was going to say, Thibin puts her quarterstaff on there, and she thinks for a moment, and asks Leona a question.
What is this question?
I have claws. Should I put myself on the thing?
No, I think that's fine.
You can fit.
All right, put yourself on the thing.
Gun,
All right.
knife, short sword, holy water.
Holy water's a
Leona
weapon.
against undead.
You have undead in here.
I don't know what they have in their prison.
Do you have
Pull
any
out a
vampires?
frying pan and put that on.
Frying pan, who knew, right?
I have an iron pot in my inventory. I'm not sure why.
I mean,
Could you have delivered that line in a more Luna Lovegood manner?
Oh, the reason why you have a pot of iron is probably because of me.
no, I'm carrying 2 iron pots. They've been sent
Why
my
are
own.
you all
Two.
carrying iron pots?
Why do you have 2?
Because he's
I-
carrying mine.
I'm carrying Fibbin's iron pot.
Oh.
Why do you all have
Uh,
iron pots?
I have like
Jack, this is a lot of pot. We having a party, and he just kind of bangs them together.
I just like I just think for a moment, put all of it in my handy haversack and just put that on.
I mean, how is your device with magical bags?
Joe looks at the handy haversack, then looks back up at Norvin, and he goes, well, "Why would you do that?" Because he has to search it again.
Leona will put her sword.
What's my inventory list?
Well, that was just
Yeah.
mean.
Leona will put her sword and her spell component pouch on the thingy.
Inventory list.
I mean, swords, 10 iron, cold iron chakrams, and a recently acquired revolver. I'm not sure how much bullets are in there, actually. Haven't checked.
I have a breath mint.
That's it. That's all you're carrying.
And then, of
I
course, there's
also
a
have-
magical bag I'm carrying with another bag inside, which is Thibbin's stuff.
Yes.
Okay, fine. Joe picks up the vial of holy water and he looks at Norman again. Bud, you're gonna have to drink this first.
Uh-oh.
Okay, I'm done. Okay, I'm done making you guys go through airport security. I'm sorry.
I was going to
Gun,
say, I
knife,
happen to be carrying a
gun,
certain
knife,
bottle of
sword.
very alcoholic wine. Am I going to have to chug that?
Chug the wine.
Feel free.
Like on a conveyor belt, gun, sword, knife, pause, holy water, pause, pause, frying pan.
It's that entire
Whoa.
remove. It's that entire remove scene from Pirates of the Caribbean 3.
Yeah.
In Leona's case, it's just her sword of office and her spell component pouch. Everything else is like a watch or a
Holy
ring.
symbol.
You guys get
Water
cleared
skin.
through. You guys get clear. Yep.
Flint and
Beautiful.
steel.
Wilder, are you done?
I can be done.
You guys managed to clear security without too much trouble.
Okay.
And after which Joe returns your belongings and he says, "Alan, where are you guys off to?"
Sibin, what was the name of the number of the cell?
Cell 4B25.
4B25. All right, we can. I know where that is. And he's
Alright.
and he's and he starts shuffling away towards wing 4B of this place.
Shovel after him.
Place it, and we say place. It's it is definitely a place. There are a few very intimidating people working in the gym. They're sitting around near the cafeteria and whatnot. Most of them are well behaved enough, but it's still a very sketchy area, and the sooner you can get through, probably the better.
Oh,
Unico whispers. This must be the worst place. The
This
place with the
is,
worst of them.
this is surprisingly very calm.
Quote
Uh,
unquote calm.
everyone loves me here.
I see.
I mean, you do look like you could be the grandpa of any of these guys. People. Woman. Might be a woman in there. I'm not labeling. Whatever you call that.
people.
And
What's the right word?
he continues shuffling. Cell 2-5 is gonna be right up the he looks down and he sees the staircase. Oh darn it.
Ah, yes. A crime against society itself. Stairs.
Yeah, you hate him too.
Yes, they were invented by the dwarves.
I'm pretty sure that that's not entirely true.
Oh, I can do it. I can do it. And he begins staggering his way up the stairs. And
I'll reach out like an arm as like support.
Come on, last one up the stairs is a nincompoop.
Thibin follows.
Yes, Fibin. You should not be a nincompoop.
Thibin, ignoring that, is going up the stairs quickly.
Casually following. I do not care about being a nincompoop.
This entire trip takes a while. In Leona, you notice that that right next to the exit of the stairs up on the second floor is an elevator. But enough faffing around. You guys arrive at cell 25 in block 4B, and Joe unlocks it for you. You can you can tell through the bars that this area is actually very nice for a jail cell. There is a there is a nice mahogany desk off to this off to the side, alongside a nice decorated bookshelf filled with all sorts of various tomes and the likes. And the bed is actually not just a rock.
Huh.
He
Interesting.
For a
has.
prison cell, this is rather luxurious.
Uh, The guy here who his friends gave him a few things.
His friends. I see. Interesting. Leona will
Let's
detect
get the
magic.
show on the road. I perceive all the things within the room.
Leona
As much as I like Joe here, I don't exactly trust him to stand guard. At least not competently. I'll do that.
That's a good point.
So the three of you begin your investigations, and Norvin is standing watch outside with Joe. How many apples have you eaten today?
Afraid I'd not had any recently.
Oh. Back inside the cell.
That went
My-
completely quiet.
My fucking Discord. My internet just cut off for a moment. What the fuck?
Laughter so loud it broke the internet.
No, I think he just
saying-
meant a quiet moment.
Like I was saying something a little stupid. It's like, and I thought you guys were just being really quiet. So I said, "Why y'all staring at me like that?"
Oh, so it actually
We're
did cut out. I seriously thought it was just everyone went quiet.
I wasn't saying anything.
Joe wasn't saying anything either.
Oh. What the fuck?
Walt said he didn't have any apples and then it just went quiet.
So,
Just oh.
Oh.
as I was trying to say, I suppose this person has ways, quote unquote.
Seemingly. Is there any magic in here?
Ah, that I, Thibin, detect.
I mean,
Leona was already.
used detect. Leona
Oh
is
no,
already
I
detect.
do got this. Do not
All
worry.
right. Leona and Thibin are both detecting magic.
I mean,
I
I
detect
could
your magic.
combine that with my 27 perception, detect magic as well. I don't know. Maybe that helps. I don't know.
Just about everything in this room. Just about everything in this room is mundane. There is a reason. There is a reason prisoners are not allowed magical items in their cells. I'm sure you understand why.
Yeah.
And as for Miss Hinako, the first thing you notice is that there are still a good few papers scattered about on this desk, and the desk also has a few drawers.
Well, let's see what kind of papers these are for ourselves. And skim them for any anything of import.
There are a few things. Number one, you see a street map of Silverton, and specifically a detailed one of the intersection where I suppose now you're reasonably well informed. You are a past guard. You recognize that this intersection is roughly where about the Dragovich's prison escort got hit.
Uh-huh. So, that's a thing. Anything else of import? I will make a full report after, finding out everything.
Let's see here. Against the there is something else, but to set the stage, Leona, you also noticed that against the other against the other wall, fix that wild, and against the other wall, you see a photo of Mr. Rainey attached to what appears to be a dartboard, very heavily used.
Definitely not a fan of Rainy.
Okay, so no other important notes on the desk then?
No, there is. No, there is. I just wanted to add that for flavor, first of all. You do find a newspaper clipping in one of the drawers. It's a rather old one.
What's the title
Nice
of the
no
clipping,
paper.
or is there no title on the clipping?
The headline reads as follows. ISC leader Nelson Drugovich arrested after attempted murder of Mayor Harvick.
Okay.
Okay, so that's a logical one to find, I suppose.
And you and 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 below that you find another one with a photo of what exactly happened on that particularly fateful day. It would appear as though a photographer took it right in the heat of the moment, right during the incident. So, to refresh people's minds, Mayor Harvick was at a rally going for re-election. You see, his opponent was Rainey at the time, and while he was at his rally, a fireworks display was set to go off, and it went off. It in fact it went off so much it actually toppled over, set the stage on fire, burned some of his face, and put a good many of people in the hospital.
Right. And they found the ISC had like, and they had found the ISC had been the ones who had messed with the fireworks, right?
They believe that Drogovich was indeed the one who toppled the display, and this fact was proven rather convincingly in court.
Right.
There
Ah,
is one final thing inside of the desk, and it is a leather-bound book with a little with a little button-on strap securing it.
Must be a diary of sorts. I mean, that's the first thing I would think of when in a prison. Keep a diary of some kind. Be surprised
What
how
does
many
it
people do
say?
that, actually.
mm,
Let's see if it
Uh, he-
opens.
It is not magically locked or anything or anything like that. You can pop it up with a nice crisp metallic pip and flip it open, and you notice that it is actually not a diary. It actually appears to be a ledger of sorts. I almost said of shorts, with with names, numbers, and dates. And you rolled a natural 20 on perception. Okay, I'm gonna DM you something. So everyone else sees Hinako flipping through this particular book.
Okay. Have you found anything interesting, Hinako?
One moment. I say, holding on a finger, up a finger. As I continue reading. Huh. Interesting.
What is it?
Oh, it seems they've had the evidence right in their own house, basically. Here, look at this. It says here, this, well, for one, it isn't a diary, as I thought. It appears to be a ledger on purchases of sorts, which states here that a certain Rainey has purchased their work, I suppose, to sabotage the rally. So
I'm sorry, what?
technically they're correct, but also technically not.
Rainey is the one behind this.
Roughly 6 years ago.
I see.
Quite a hefty sum as well.
Well, from what I do recall, there was some talk of whether or not the ISC meant for things to go the way they did. From what I understand, it was I want
Well,
to say
it seems that it indeed was their plan, but it was actually hired.
yes, but was the intent to? You're right. Yes, I know the intent was to sabotage the rally. I get that, but I believe that they were trying to rather than like injure or kill his rival, just ruin the rally.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like there was an assassination call on it. Just as sabotage the rally, not assassinate Harvick. So,
Well,
What
that's interesting.
what 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 are they talking about in their chant?
There's
Ah,
I'll take a drink. I'll take a drink. Take a drink, everybody. Thevin grunted.
oh no.
You kind of see Thibin checking over the bed.
There doesn't seem to be anything particularly interesting about it, but but it is quite soft.
ah, nothing underneath it.
I'm sorry, what, Sibin?
Ah, I checked underneath the bed. There was nothing underneath it, but it is a nice soft bed.
I see.
so now begs the question: should we continue to report to Rainey, or is there something else we should be doing here?
I'm pretty sure that
Check for like false
Rainey.
bottoms in the desk drawers or something.
Yeah. I'm fairly confident that Rainey cut ties with the IFC when what happened.
Wait, what? Hang on. I was paying attention to the bed. What? When this? What?
Leona will show Sibin document, but the ledger.
Line reads, Rainy, roughly 6 years ago, 3,500 GP for sabotage Harvick Rally.
Holy shit.
Among varied other lines of, I suppose, purchasing of their work.
This is. I don't think this should be reported.
Not a Rainy agent.
I'm not entirely sure what we do about this.
We should also consider
Well,
that this might be a forgery.
There's that too.
let me take a look at it.
You are
Certainly.
good
Here you
with
go.
books after all. Well, quote unquote, good with books.
She is.
All right. Pippin, you can. Do you have do you have a dedicated skill for this, or should I just let you roll perception? Or okay, okay, I guess that works. Thibin, your assessment is as follows: if that line is forged in this ledger, then whoever wrote it down made a very, very, very strong effort. You notice that the strokes on some of the letters are identical to some of the lines before and after, and that the ink is roughly aged about the same time as the date on the entry.
Well, I, Thibin, can state this with a clear fact that if it is forged, then it was done very well. However, I believe with confidence that it is not forged.
Alright. So,
And
back to the question. Shall we continue to report to Rainy, or we are going to have to take matters in a different hand?
if I recall correctly, the commissioner works for the city, not for Rainy. Is this correct?
You mean Lawson?
Yes.
I would hope so.
Is it?
So,
Ah.
if this is correct, then wouldn't not then the etiquette be stated to that to bring it to the law-abiding individual?
You're
Or
correct.
is this a situation where etiquette is not proper?
There's one itsy problem, though. It's that Rainey is the one who seems to be most interested in ensuring the showcase goes off in Skador.
There are certainly a lot of things we're going to have to think about, and that we have to do real fast.
Are you saying that you're conflicted with this?
Very. Understand that Marinhoff is relying on the showcase to buy us time for dealing with Iverward.
Is it perhaps possible that mm, I, Thippen, have a very unusual hypothesis, but could it be possible that he is pretending to care for this, and instead it is the ISC trying to have it forward, but information is so warped?
I'm fairly confident this document is old, from years ago. I
Well,
at
at least 6
least
years ago.
6 years ago. It seems logical to me that Rainey played dirty to try and get rid of his, not get rid of his rival, but to come out on top for that election. The ISC took things too far.
Or at the
And
very least, something went wrong.
something went wrong. The ISC took things too far. I don't know. The only one who would know would be Rainey and Drugovich. And they would tell us each different stories.
Totally.
First.
What's that about first?
Am I lagging?
Slightly?
No. Or a little bit.
I only heard first. What first? Who first?
Well, I suppose first and foremost, it is better to not to bring it to Rainy first.
Yeah. Now, there's one other thing I want to point out, that is, they were very well aware of the location where they were going to hit his transport. Look at this map here.
Hmm.
Well aware. I suppose well prepared as well.
Uh-oh, Goldie's typing a novella.
Mm. Leona's like clutching her head, trying to clearly think, just going, ah. Muttering to herself.
Outside the cell, Joe looks over his shoulder. Oh, that is that's the that's the cell for Mr. Doobie.
Drugovich.
He was a nice guy. I know what went up with him.
He escaped. Obviously, that wasn't supposed to happen, and we're trying to figure out how, why, something.
Oh, he was a nice guy. He had I would come by here and get dinged and patrol around here every day while he was here. He really liked walks. You like walks?
They help.
He had a when he was younger. He had a park he liked to go to. It was right at the top of the mountain, right right around where the skate or races goes on nowadays.
Oh,
Oh,
Can you tell us specifically this walk-in route?
It does sound like it might become an important point. Yes.
oh, it's right around the inside. Around the inside, you know. Like you can get a ram to bing bong you up to where the track is. You can go into into the into the area the track loops around. A lot of rowdy people like to like to go in there and drink beers and take their shirts off, and that was probably where that right around where that park was.
Interesting.
If he escaped, if he, I, mm, I wonder. Hmm, I don't think it's that hard to get to. I guess if I was escaped and I needed somewhere to do the thing with the head, well, that must be nice.
This walk, was it able to be done from here? Or would he have to be dropped off over there?
Mm, well, I guess he could walk from here, but it's a ways. It's a ways.
Hmm.
I think
All
mostly
right.
the question would is. Oh, never mind.
Leona,
Yes.
permission to take a walk.
Not on your own, you aren't.
Let's go. Yes, let's go take a walk.
Thank you for
I
your time, Joe.
all I could think.
It was a pleasure, Miss
Flippin'.
Are we sure we're done here?
Miss Throbbin.
Oh no.
Is there anything else you found in the desk, Hinoko?
There was this picture of the. Seems to be the a picture of the case in question, basically.
Yes, he clearly is not the biggest fan of Rainy, which leads me to believe that Rainy basically threw him
No, I'm
under
talking
the bus.
about this picture here. One of the sabotaged rally.
I assume this is like as we're walking out.
Right.
Have fun at the carnival.
We will.
Thank you, Joe.
Thank you, Joe.
There's a carnival.
He's
Just go with it.
Okay.
Last time,
It's
Oh,
polite.
last time I was there, you get one of those giant pink stuffed bears, about 3 times as tall as you, and it would go for a nickel.
oh, I know what's going on with Joe.
And you would walk past the gas station, and we was better for it.
My father was also having that too.
Yes, no, he's clearly very close to retirement, and it's probably for the best. He's
I hope I don't get shot.
Oh no.
Uh,
Joe, no.
Oh no,
me
Joe!
too, Joe. Me too.
right then.
Hey, Rat, this is not a time where you use your curses. Definitely do not use any curses on Joe.
Leona will
None of my curses have a gun. What are you talking about?
I mean the where the
the
luck
spells.
decreases and such.
Oh, like the hexes. He's
Yes.
saying.
This old man needs all the luck he can get. If
Yeah,
anything,
no
he needs a
kidding.
blessing.
Chew.
Bless you, sir.
Leona seems to like.
And a happy New Year to you too.
Right. Anyway, Leona seems to be almost listening to something before she nods and turns to the rest of the group.
All right, let's go.
So,
Ah,
just to remind me,
we need
there
to
was
find
the
Grigovich.
map on the desk, the ledger, and the photograph, right? Was there anything else on the desk? Memory's already failing me.
Nothing of particular note, or at least nothing that's going to be relevant to the plot now.
Oh yeah, the newspaper cutout. That was also there.
If we stay well away from the prison, the plot won't come here either, right?
Yeah,
That's
we can
how this
save
works.
Joe. We can save Joe if we just stay the freak away.
Joe happens to go on that walk at the time that we are having a situation there.
And then,
Joe, no.
and then off in the background. Oh, hey, look! This chair has a hat.
That one's lost on me.
it's a trap.
He's talking about the electric chair.
Oh.
Oh no.
No, Joe.
No.
That's not the chair you want.
It is sundown in Silverton, near the international circuit, as another taxi rattles up the road and arrives just outside the front gate. Nobody seems to be around at the moment.
See, the way you said that makes me suspicious, and I wasn't suspicious before.
I mean, there's, but I mean, there is nobody at the front entrance to the track. Why would there be? There's nothing happening yet.
Right.
The way you said that.
Or am I
Let's
lying?
Let's continue on in. I assume we've got all our gear and things.
You do have all your gear and things.
Ah. Jeremy, you're awake finally.
Jeremy's a little loopy after going through security.
Oh.
Yes. Right, well, I'll carry you still.
Yeah, you can hear him go, the centipede equivalent of yay.
I just remembered sort of myself. Where
Good for you.
is your centipede hiding? Because he can't be in your bag, because your bag is in my bag.
She's got
I have-
robes and stuff. He
Pockets.
crawls into folds and things.
I also still have that backpack. I gave you a secondary bag.
Pockets.
You gave a secondary bag. But you were carrying two bags from the start. At least you act like you.
It's a masterwork backpack. You can kind of do things to it.
Right, well, whatever.
But
Tie
also
a
you can
second bag to the first bag.
in order to make a masterwork backpack, you need to put on another bag on it. There you go.
Wait, so if you pull that off, it's not a masterwork anymore?
Yeah, it's just a backpack.
Well, anyway, I digress.
All right, so we're at the track, right?
You are.
All right. We will we'll head down to that green parking place that Joe was talking about.
at the infield of the track, near the top of a hill, there is a lone bench. And on that bench is sitting a man in his mid to late 40s, glancing out over what one I guess could call or what one could guess could call a landscape, but of course it's the it's the track. There's the road, then there's a few sets of bleachers, and then beyond that you can start to see the trees and the hills that Skador is known for.
Leona.
This man.
He has medium tan skin and some slicked back long black hair with a few gray showing.
What brings you out here, good sir?
Reminiscent.
About?
You know this place used to be a national park, right? Any types of plaque near the base of the bench with his foot.
No, I didn't.
It was very beautiful. It was about 25 years back. The landscape of this thing was absolutely beautiful. There would be a few hills right down there. Those got beaten down for the back straight. I remember a pond being over there as well. That got dug out, expanded, and now it's a pool, little side attraction. Sometimes they'll show it, and sometimes someone will run in there. Then over there, that used to be a cave, and I remember a deer family that they used to live out in there. I believe what happened with them is that they got chased out into the woods beyond the fence there. Then that got demolished and flattened, and now they got a they got a crane right on top of where it used to be, just in case something crashes into the gravel trap.
Are you a druid then, perhaps? You talk about the deer family of deer as if they're old friends of yours.
No, not a druid per se, but yeah, just someone who really liked this place, liked it, past tense, and then they came by here and did, he waves his hand in frustration. Whatever this is, it's fucking garish.
No, it's not very much like the track we have back in Merenhof. They built a ready-made. They built specifically for it. We tried to integrate the track into the city. You're Drukovich, aren't you, though?
Gave it away.
The, I want to say dislike you had for this place, which I assume ties back to your dislike of Rainey.
Rainey was symptom of a larger problem. He the Rainey was the one who actually commissioned this track to get built in the first place. He decided it was a good way to put Sador off on the global front and become good global citizens and all that other bullshit. And nobody liked it. Then when the notion was first proposed, it was faced with really, really heavy opposition. The cost would be insane. The noise would be absurd, and it get plopped right on top of the park. And what in the name of? All in the name of this nebulous thing you people call progress. It's an abortion. Let's be real. It is absolutely abhorrent.
I can understand where you're coming from. My home, Marinhof, we're between a rock and a hard place. We've got a nation on our borders which isn't very friendly towards us, and their military technology far outstrips ours. So we have to progress. We have to, or we're going to die.
This
But
yeah,
this is different.
This isn't progress. Rainey saw a way to make a ton of money. Rainey saw a way to make sure he got into power, and he decided to use me. He decided to use my people to carry the bill. And one day he goes too far. He tells us to do a job. It goes sideways. We get left holding the bag, and now he's the treasurer of the entire frigging capital. And this stupid thing has been in use ever since.
Stupid it may be, but Marinhof is counting on the races this year. If we need every month, every day, every week to buy more time, so we can better be ready for when the race ends, and if Ivor Ward decides to go to war with us. I want to help you. I want to do the right thing. But I have a responsibility to my people to make sure that we're safe too.
I am also legally required to do this.
Yeah, there's that, Fibbin. I mean, maybe if you hadn't screwed up, we wouldn't be in quite as big of a pickle, but either way, wouldn't change that much.
If you want to help me, you can start by telling the truth.
If I tell the truth, then it's likely Rainey will lose all his power, all his authority, and he seems to be the only person who wants to see this race happen.
And what does that tell you?
It tells me that not a lot of people in Skador are interested in the race. No.
I think a lot of people are. I understand why the events need to go on, and I understand why it's important. Remember, because 300 years back we almost blew the world up, and this is supposed to be a way for us to come together, reconcile differences, and just get the aggression out, I suppose. Not like this. Not like this.
What?
Oh yeah, the Underpire wouldn't have been part of the old kingdom, would it have been? So, Sibin, a little bit of history lesson for you. 300 years ago, most of the surface nations were united under a single king.
You kind of
He
drifted
died.
off into the void there, Gold.
Yeah.
Alright.
As
So
Leona
yeah,
just walks away.
Fade to black, fade back in.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was imagining a actual school class and just fading to sleep.
Anyway,
Leona
a
just
little bit
leaves and comes back.
little bit of history lesson for you, Sibin. 300 years ago, most of the surface world was united.
Oh god, it
under
happened again.
Discord really does not
Alright.
like the preaching.
As you
All right.
know,
300 years ago, King ruled. Big service united under King. King died. His sons went to war with each other over what was left, and the war was pretty bad.
then
Powerful
there was
magics were
silence.
unleashed. Powerful magics were unleashed. A lot of people died. As Mr. Drugovich said, we nearly blew up the world.
Ah, and this was 300 years ago.
Give or take.
Ah,
If you wanted a more accurate recollection of it, I'd ask an elf who was around at the time.
I wonder if the Shiktikran has even looked into that. Weird. Strange. Anyway,
I'll be honest with you, Mr. Drugovich. I don't care what happens to this track after this season. By that point, we'll have either come far enough ahead that we won't be wiped out, or it won't matter anyway. But we need one more season for this race here. If I'm to help you, can you promise me you'll do whatever you can to make that happen? I know you don't like this track, and I know it doesn't sit well with you. But Marinhalf needs this race to happen. We need every day, every hour we can buy.
what happens to Rainy?
That isn't up to me. That is up to Skador and her people.
Of course, that's after we actually reveal the truth. But that would be if it's gonna have to happen the way you say, Leona, then we would have to show the truth after everything happened.
That would
ah,
maybe that's the way we do it. Maybe Dragovich has the resources to make the race happen anyway. Happen anyways. Maybe it's in celebration of the truth finally coming out. I don't know, and frankly, it's not my concern. That is Skador's business. Skador is its own nation. I'm not in the business of telling other people how to run their countries.
So then, how are we going to deal with this situation?
Well, Mr. Drugovich, are my terms acceptable? I help you bring the truth to light, and the Skador Grand Prix happens one last time.
One last time.
One last time.
What would you like me to do?
I was kind of hoping I would be the one to ask you that question.
Can you please stop falling off a cliff?
I was kind of hoping that I would be the one to ask you that question. You know more about the situation than I do regarding Rainey. The
Ah,
logical place to take this to would be the press.
First question, if I may. Do
Yes,
you, the Mr. Dragovich and your company, let's say, have the resources to have this race go one more time? Because if not, we are going to have to depend on Rainy to have this thing go one more time.
let him expend his resources to make it happen. Although there is a question of if he can even.
You can see.
Make sure it was actually him who was trying to use the explosive paint.
You can use. You can use. You can see. You can see. You can see Dragovich's scowl. If this race is going to happen, and and once again, I'm only doing it because you asked remarkably nicely. If this is going to go through, Rainey is going to be completely detached from it. I don't want to see him do so much as put a cent towards this thing running.
All right then.
I'll find. I'll. 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 I'll find your money. What else?
I have a question.
What is it, Sidman?
The other Shatikawans, Shartians, rat folk, wherever you want to say them, they're not still around here, are they?
Dragovich looks down at your foot, Thibin.
What?
You're the one they're looking for.
Yes, it's a bit of a sordid story, but Fibbin is they want her. Because she
The situation
didn't.
is extremely complicated. We'll just say it and leave it at that. Yes.
Yeah.
That sounds like something PK would do. I'll have. I'll tell. I'll tell him to knock it off.
Good, good. Also, do not trust the Shatikawan mercenaries, whatever they are.
He ran some stupid idea past me a couple days ago. Something about a political prisoner for the Empire, and he decided to get in touch with them, presumably without my knowledge. I imagine if things were going a tiny bit different, we'd all be pointing guns at each other while I'm insisting you surrender her.
I imagine that could have caused some amount of complications. Yes.
He'll be disciplined.
All right.
Good, yes, good. That's it from me. I, Thibin.
Right then.
So then, we
We
take
bring the truth. We bring the truth out.
take this to the press or whatever. We bring this truth out some way. We have
How
Rainy taken care of, not in a assassination way. Don't take me wrong. We have him removed from the financial situations, at least.
What I need to ask though is the commissioner. Is he how you would say loyal to the office or to the man?
Hard for me to say. But if I had to guess, he doesn't know what's going on.
Right then.
Is that is that my? How'd you, Joe directed you to me, didn't he?
Joe did direct us to you, actually.
In a sense, I suppose.
In a
Good
sense,
old
like he rambled on about a park that used to be here and that you used to like it. And we kind of figured things out from there.
He was nice.
He seemed like a kind old fellow.
He seems to be inflicted with this thing called senility.
Well, he's old. It happens to us all once we get it up there in the years.
Mm. That does not happen
Doesn't
to
make him.
Shatika ones. Shatika ones usually die early.
Noted.
Matter of fact, I don't think I've ever seen an old one before.
Didn't you say just recently say something about your father or grandfather getting old and having the same issues?
I did?
Yeah,
I thought I
you
heard
did.
you say something about that, yes. But those details aren't very important right now. We're trying to figure out
Right.
how this is going down.
Well,
Oh,
logically, we
right, I
take
did say that.
logically we take this information and
Leona will hold up the ledger.
to the press and to the commissioner. And then, presumably, we let the legal system get to work. Rainey would no doubt be suspended.
May I recommend not personally bringing it to the press, lest your face gets plastered all over the place as the
Yes.
one bringing this information, which may cause concern of espionage or something of the sort.
Also, I might be not very trusted by the city, so perhaps me not being near press when this happens is good idea, yes?
That's a fair argument.
You know who they trust? Nervin.
You are a paladin of the Order of Saint Era still,
He's also still,
but he is my bodyguard.
that, yes.
Well,
Either we're gonna have to deliver it anonymously, but I recommend maybe first going to Lawson, Commissioner Lawson, and maybe he can bring this to the press or other way bring it to light. It just wild.
I'm
Everybody,
not sure. I'm not sure about that though, because if we bring it to Lawson, Rainey will likely hear about it immediately after.
Especially if
Even if Lawson is not in his pocket, then
uh,
Rainey would still hear about it, simply
Jar,
due to. So
Sir Mr. Jarkovich, is there anyone that you know in the press that is easy to get to?
you would know the city better than any of us. Who would you take it to?
Let me think here. And he lean, and he lean, and he lean, and he leans back, and he leans back on his bench, looks up pensively.
Oh, I was incorrect. I did see an old rat before. My father, yes. Why did I think would forget that?
Leona will lean over to Hinoko and say to her,
Maybe senility runs in the family.
Maybe. Have we ever... Speaking of which, do we ever know how old she is? And how
I
old
don't
rats
know.
get?
Well, she's young enough to have been apprenticed at an academy relatively recently.
as for how
Alright.
old they...
As for how old they get, I have no idea.
Why, did you guys say something?
Nope.
Nothing
Nothing,
of
nothing.
importance.
I think. All right. I think I'm. You're. He works. He works for the state or caller down in Silverton. He's done a bit of investigative journalism in the past, and he has done a large amount of deflecting for in defending the ISC. You're gonna go down. You're gonna go down there. You want to ask after a guy called Ted Buxton.
Ted Buxton. Would he listen to me, or would it be better to go incognito?
I think Lady Leona Miranda has rustled enough bushes for 1 weekend. Wouldn't you agree?
I can agree with that. Right then.
Just 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 tell me you're a friend of Nelson's.
All right, I'll let him know. Thank you, Mr. Durgovich, and I'll speak with you again soon. There's a number of druidic orders in Marinhof. Maybe one of them could be persuaded to come here and help restore this place.
Yeah.
May I make a suggestion on that regard? On the regard of delivering to Ted Buxton? Buxton?
Yes?
If I can change forms to a certain extent, I might be able to be the least conspicuous of us all. Maybe I should just personally bring it rather than you being there entirely, as to prevent any kind of recognition for you.
Hinoko, you forget I'm actually rather good at the whole disguises thing.
I have a hat.
That too.
I
Of
have a
course
hat.
there's the rat. Of course there's the rat thing, yes. There's
I have a
also...
hat.
I have a hat.
And sure, you're pretty decent at the disguises thing, yes. But to prevent any kind of recognition, maybe someone just might see through your disguise.
We are all known to be you are all known to be associated with me.
As I said, I can at least change my racial appearance.
Look, I'll do up a disguise. If you're not satisfied with it, you can go instead.
Take the hat from the rat and
The
use that.
hat only works on small creatures.
Does it?
Halflings and things. Yes.
The small hat. For you guys.
Yes,
For
I
me,
look
I fit it.
ridiculous with it. So
It is
Leona will
imposing.
find somewhere like a bush to hide, to work behind and stuff, and work on making up a reasonably good disguise. Because she does have her disguise kit on her.
Guys, I'm being specifically asked to come down to the party of people down there, and I'm guessing they're gonna be singing happy birthday or something. I don't know. This was
Right.
supposed to be last weekend. Why do they do this now?
Alright.
I'll be off for a little bit. Please continue
No
without
worries.
me. I might be back within a couple of minutes. I might take half an hour. I don't know. Let's see. Be back soon. Oh, ish.
Alright,
Hopefully.
see you,
Hang
Wish.
in there.
Wait, you're recording.
Oh,
They don't have to turn it off.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
It's not like they have a video camera they're pointed at the computer, and if they leave, they have to take it with them.
Fair enough.
you can tell the computer to do stuff when you're not there.
It's like
Of
half the
course.
point.
Anyway, Leona will attempt to disguise herself. And rather than roll, I'm just going to take 10 and end up with a 23.
You are disguised.
Alright.
It's too bad the person who was judging you is not here.
Shit. What's Hinoko's perception?
She takes 10. 1 minute. Uh, 17.
Alright, so. Like, if she didn't know it was Leona, she wouldn't be able to tell.
Probably not.
Let's test this out.
Roll a
Holy
20.
Holy shit. What was that, your perception?
No, I was just rolling the plus 17.
Le-
No.
well, if she took 10, it would be 7. If she took 10, it'd be 17. Her perception ranks is plus 7.
Oh, okay. All right, let me actually roll that properly because I.
No,
Seven.
perfectly fine, perfectly fine. We can do this. So, Leona, talk about describe your disguise, if you please.
I think it would probably be reasonably similar to her one disguise she used last time, but I think she's gonna try and go for like a sort of cleaning lady look. Like she was like the idea being the story is she was the cleaning lady at the prison. They called her in to help clean Drogovich's cell or whatever. And she found this and she brought it to the press. Because it seems important and people ought to know.
So you said Leona was disguising herself as a cleaning lady, and before you specified, I immediately double face palmed and went, "Oh God, she's a maid now."
All right, sure, yeah. Why not? Why the fuck not?
Yay.
Hinako checks it out, says it's perfect. Leona steps out of the dressing room and then pretty much says, "Oh, hi, Leona."
Damn it, Fibbin.
Sorry, you cannot hide those.
Leona pouts a little bit. Uh. Otherwise, how is it?
You look like a maid.
That's what I was going for.
You are a maid from where?
I was tasked with cleaning out Mr. Drogovich's cell. I found the notes. I found this ledger. I thought it was very important, so I brought it to the press.
They
People ought
asked
to
for
know.
a private maid to go clean the prison.
You saw his room.
Fair
It's
enough.
fancy.
Fair enough.
Drugovich has a lot of money to spend. There is a pretty good chance Joe is retiring because Drugovich is no longer around to pay his paycheck.
Well, that is fair, easy enough. I, Thibin, shall too go into the skies.
Proceeds to move her hat slightly to the side. Now looks like a halfling.
I am back.
All right, so
Hi, hi, Hinako. There's a maid next to you now.
Hello, maid. Is it perhaps a halfling maid with a witch hat?
no. There's a it appears to be a human maid.
Oh, so it's Leona. Hello.
God damn it!
I mean, who else would I be next to at any point?
That's fair. I can't argue. Like it's the position, but we checked, and like unless you rolled like a what was it, +7 -3, you'd have to roll a 15 or better to beat her disguise check.
Is that perception?
On perception.
Ah. I, Thibin, now know what the sky shall look like.
Oh, hi, Leona.
Why do I even bother?
Thibin slightly alterates her from where originally it looked like she was a chef. Now it looks like a butler. Halfling.
I understand Mr. Rainey is well off, but I'm not sure if he can afford a prison butler. Can you?
Prison butler.
Prison butler.
Wait, are not butlers also cleaners?
No, if anything, butlers would be more like the personal assistants of the lord of the estate. And I'm not sure. I'm not sure if you noticed, Miss Thibin. I don't really have much in the way of an estate.
What's the male version of a maid?
Janitor?
Butler, wouldn't it be?
It would definitely be a butler.
Would be a butler, but like.
I am a low class butler. See, it works. Also, I was told from a few people that I sound like a man. I don't know where that comes from.
Most.
I just had I just had to imagine Drugovich and Norvin are just glancing at each other.
Yeah,
Right
pretty
then.
much.
It's just like, right then, I will go deliver this to the press and change back, and then we'll take it to the commissioner.
Yes, right you are, madam. I go with you, butler, yes.
Yes, of course. And Leona will head off with the halfling butler in tow.
Butler.
Halfling butler, what the fuck? What the fuck? This is the worst idea I've ever heard, and I love it.
Why do you people keep making my role playing that much harder to do?
Oh my god, I don't know. I'm trying. I'm trying to be reasonable. You're the one who suggested a maid. I was like, cleaning lady.
You're the one who canonized my silly idea meme.
I thought it was funny.
So remember
and
how
it-
I mentioned your disguises are decent, but who wants to keep you not from being recognized at all?
Yes.
If I recognize you in a glance, how much does that say about your disguise?
Just because you're metagaming.
Ow.
What the hell is metagaming?
All right, out of sorry. That is to say that like if you didn't know it was Leona, just looking at her, like because you know it's Leona because she came out of where Leona went into. So, but if you didn't know it wasn't Leona, you wouldn't. You understand what I was saying? Like from a glance, you
Take your
can't tell it's
time. Use your words.
From a glance, you cannot tell it's Leona. Looking at her, you can't tell it's Leona. You know it's Leona because she was where Leona was. But otherwise, you wouldn't be able to tell it's Leona.
I mean, Yinko was distracted by butterflies singing a birthday song to her, so she might not have seen where Leona went to disguise herself.
So, as far as Hinoko knows, this maid just walks out of nowhere.
And Leona disappeared, but yeah. Hey, there was pretty butterflies. They gave me chopsticks with dragons on it.
What's
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, what?
Look, I got chopsticks.
Aren't those knitting tools?
No, they're eating. They're like a fork, but different. It's a
Stitch one.
it's a
Stitch
weird
one.
style
Roll
of eating.
2. Chop suey.
I don't know about you, fellow maid, but I think that one is crazy.
Fellow maid.
You are a butler.
How do you do? How do you do, fellow maid?
Oh
Yes,
my!
I am fellow butler. You are fellow maid. Yes.
That's not how it's said.
Silence! I'm the one in charge here.
That is actually how it's said.
how did
So,
you do, fellow
Norvin,
maid?
on a scale from 1 to 10, how stupid is this idea?
It's not the best, but it's also not like dangerous.
Johannesson the Ranger.
It just will probably not
We are
work.
talking about the rat, right?
If we take away all the rat stuff that doesn't go with the disguise, then it's not dangerous.
Then please don't blow this next scene.
What?
The voice of God beckons down. Thibin, thou shalt not cock it up.
Literally the nameless one calling out to her.
Holy shit, he's real. Right.
In other words, it's the centipede saying that.
Centipede like crawled up behind her ear and is like has like a little megaphone and is trying to be as loud as and impressive as he can.
This is your conscience speaking.
Ooh.
Fibbin, thou shalt not cock it up this time, yes?
Also,
thou-
Also, make sure you give Jeremy a can of soda.
And 3 more silver spoons by tonight.
All right.
And platinum.
So the dynamic duo with trio technically. Jeremy's coming along. Make their way to
Hold up. What
What
are
was his name?
what are North and I supposed to do here?
I was about to say.
Just stand around with Mr. Drogovic?
head back to the hotel. No, yeah, head back to the hotel. We'll meet you there before we.
To the sidelines.
Yeah, to the sidelines.
To the
quickly.
background. There's Echo.
That is Jeremy's lowest stealth roll.
Damn. Oh, here's a little
But
bug.
he rolled a 1 and got a 20.
He's small.
Hey, reminds me of a certain cat. Oh, no, wait.
Yeah.
He rolls like 27, 28 at minimum?
Oh, I thought you were talking about my Tibet psychic rogue for a second there.
No.
Anyway, yeah. So Leona and Lori and Johansson make their way to
Johannesson. Is
Johann-
the rat Swedish?
Well, so what we do is go off stage and laugh at like the recording of this.
Well, I don't want to leave you guys completely alone.
It'll be funny. I'll be
It'll be-
entertained. Don't worry
Alright.
about it. I'll be entertained during this.
Okay. I promise I will find something to happen to you guys.
We'll be entertained during this.
All right. So Lori and Johannesson make their way to the Ned. What was his last name? Buckley.
You
Buxton.
you missed on both of those. Good job, Leona.
God damn it.
The one name you were not supposed to forget for the next 15 minutes.
The name is on the screen.
It is
Ted Buxton.
Ted Buxton.
It's
Where?
it's in the chat in the Roll20.
Oh. I didn't notice that. Ted Buxton.
Are you good?
I'm okay.
We need to end the session just to like let him go back to bed.
Now then,
I'm good.
Laurie the maid, do not think too hard, my simple-minded maid, for I, Joe Jonathan.
Oh no.
Oh, for God.
Oh no.
Okay, so it is 1 p.m. I'm more than happy to go into extra time to play these scenes out and just watch everything implode.
No, I want I to be here for this.
I has to see this. Yes,
I want I
must.
to also be here for this.
Okay. I'm hold on. I'm writing this down. There's absolutely no way Why can't I just have a normal group?
I said every DM member. I had a normal plan. Like, okay, I'll pretend to be the cleaning lady who found the ledger and is bringing it to the press. Then it turned into the maid, and then suddenly we have the father coming along too.
I still say a better disguise would be the hat that it specifically says you can wear.
So we have
Well, I mean,
Vixie
and my
Just be a
disguise can't be.
halfling.
My disguise can't be countered by magic. Also, it's illusory, so they would notice something's up when the halfling hands them the book, and it like when they let go, it spawns like twice as high up in the air as it should be.
Just like drop it onto the table or something.
What makes you think you would drop so far from me? A halfling
Besides-
of my height, is it not? Hmm?
Besides,
Just
my
like-
disguise. Besides, my disguise check is good.
Just drop it onto the table or something.
Therefore, there's a reason why having you holding the book is better than I. For I do not need to carry such things.
Oh,
Servant.
Nancy and Joe Johansson.
Johannesson.
Johannes. En route to see Ted Bundy.
To deliver the ledger and I don't know why I said the truth wheels instead of the wheels of truth.
Truth wheels. It's
Yeah, let's
canon
get
now.
them wheels rolling.
Truth wheels.
Leon Miranda, come on down and spin the truth wheel.
No, we all need to be here to watch this. It's going to be great.
It's going to be terrible.
Also, I want 2 weeks to pass in between making the plan and actually doing it.
I'm going to have to write this down.
Oh my god, I'm gonna have to get darkness in here.
I
for this
want
shit too.
time to pass between it.
This-
Just for the
Good night,
extra chance of hilarity.
Should we just move
cocking it up.
should we just move next should we just move next session up a week or something?
Yes,
No,
please.
the full time.
No,
Gold needs to write it down and then lose the paper.
I'm not writing it down on paper. I'm writing it down on the computer.
You need to write
But
it
I
down
would
and then
appreciate-
accidentally lose the note.
I would actually appreciate if we move next session up a week. I think that because I am looking forward to, and the way I want to see a demolition derby, I'm kind of looking forward to this. In that everything is going to go to shit.
Zoom tight.
Thank you. So, it would be on the 15th or the 22nd or the 8th or the 29th or the 5th of November.
If we
The 8th.
if we,
The 8th. Okay.
the
If it's next week.
It is next week. I sincerely apologize. It is a new month, and for some stupid reason, I thought it was immediately the 7th because that's what the one looked like on my computer.
Comic Sans is a bitch.
The clock in Comic Sans.
Do.
No, that's Mario Party.
So, we're calling it then?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, I will
Just
just
so,
switch
like,
to the end screen.
We are
Give time
Start
for
the
the
recording.
give time for the plan to ferment.
Ferment.
So your disguise name
I
is...
think you mean rot.
So your disguise name is Laura Vixie.
Yes, Laura Vixie.
If we're doing it on purpose, it's ferment.
Laura Vixie and Joe Johansson. Johannesson.
There you go. The rat is Swedish.
Why, yes, hello there. How is you? Yes.
So,
It's already gold.
Hello, fellow Swedes. Sock carton.
I feel like I'm not even gonna be able to upload it and or still gonna get cancelled for racism or something.
Don't worry, you can't be racist to white people.
So, fuck are you being racist
Good night,
for?
everybody. Good night, everyone.
That was on the recording, wasn't it?
It was.
We are still recording, yes.
God. No.
All of this is still on recording, mate.
Oh no.
Oh,
That's
no.
why I'm saying it. We're probably gonna get cancelled before we even upload this shit.
What makes you think we can get canceled? We can't even cancel ourselves.
We'll cancel ourselves. Yeah.
Let me go into DMs real fast.
Okay, I'm gonna stop the recording now.
While we miss you, please come back. While we miss you, please come back.
Yeah.
Okay,